Hello girls and boys, how's it going? So very recently, Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI and tech billionaire, said something very shocking. He said, saying thank you and please to ChatGPT is costing them millions of dollars. Very simply put, Sam Altman has subtly suggested to us that we stop being polite to AI and tools like AI. Now let us dissect this very important statement and break it down. What does it actually mean? What really happened? What's the impact of this? And how you and me as users of AI can do something about it. If you're new here, my name is Savinder Puri. I've been in the build, release, DevOps, SRE, software engineering area for over 2 decades. You can check out my LinkedIn profile to know more about my details. Let's get started. So what does all of this mean? At a 30,000 feet, at a very laymanish language, every prompt that you give to an LLM, could be a ChatGPT, could be a Claude, could be Gemini, any one of those, every word that you write there is parsed as a single word, converted as a token, which then the LLM makes sense out of. And when it is replying to you, it constructs a word, the whole sentence, word by word, almost predicting the next word. And that's how the LLM responds to you. What does that mean? The more words in your input, the more processing the LLM has to do to make sense of that. And each word has a certain cost associated with each. So not only is there a compute cost on the input given, there is also cost of water consumption. And some estimates say ChatGPT uses about 3 liters of water for every 100 words used. Now you can find various variations of this, could be a little on and off, but you get their point. For every word that is consumed, input or output by AI LLMs, there is cost associated in terms of processing power, in terms of cooling power, in terms of infrastructure, and all of that. And arguably, please and thank you do not add up to the construction of the actual prompt. These are unnecessary, and that is what the whole discussion is about. So what really happened here? Somebody on the internet, on Reddit, on X specifically, or Twitter, posted a question, and the exact question was, how much money OpenAI has lost in electricity cost from people saying please and thank you to their models. And here is what Altman replied: it's tens of millions of dollars well spent, you never know. Now if you dissect this statement, he's saying it's tens of millions of dollars well spent. Those last 2 words are very important. He's saying these tens of millions of dollars are well spent in saying thank you and please. Nowhere in this he's saying this is wasted money. It's important to note if you read the original source. Now, basis of this, let us see what the media has reported. Do you see a problem here? All of these clippings are saying Sam Altman has said it is wasted money, whereas that is not what he said. Do you see how our media, social media, news media can take a reported item and completely distort it? Here is a case in point. So let's dig a little deeper to the actual impact of this. Let's assume for a minute that Sam Altman did say that it is wasting money. It's not about what he said or not said, it's about the bigger impact of this discussion. See, saying thank you and please is basic human courtesy. We are taught that as a child, by our parents, by our teachers. It is almost our second nature. Whenever we go out, we always say thank you and please, even to strangers. You know, as you open a door in a shop and somebody passes through, they say please, they say thank you. It's basic human DNA. In fact, in 2019, a research said that 54% of people who owned smart speakers like Amazon Echo or Google Home said please when speaking to them. Can you please play this song for me? Can you please tell me what is the weather today? That is how we speak at home. That is how we speak to others. That is how we speak to AI as well. Now, interestingly, last year there are reports that the popular AI company Anthropic, who are the makers of Claude, hired their first welfare researcher. What is this? This is a position uniquely created by Anthropic to examine whether AI systems deserve moral consideration. Meaning, do they behave differently when they are spoken to politely or just given specific commands? We don't know what research they have done, but they created this because arguably this is important. Now, a screenwriter called Scott Z. Burns has an Audible series. I've listened to this, it is phenomenal. The title of the series is What Could Go Wrong, and it examines the pitfalls and possibilities of working with AI. And he says, and I quote, kindness should be everybody's default setting, man or machine. So why is this a threat to humanity? Now, if you take the position that to a machine, to an AI, it does not matter whether I say thank you or please, and if that is how we start using AI, giving direct commands and none of these social nuanced meanings, that means as we engage with AI more, and as in the next coming years AI changes from a text-based input to a voice-based input, which is the natural next progression, that means we lose our habit of saying thank you and please. If we don't say it to machines, we will stop saying it to humans. And that will be the decline of human evolution. That would be alteration of the very basic fabric of society. Because then what AI would have done was, it would have altered that very basic nuanced fabric of society. It would have changed our default behavior, and we would stop saying that to others as well, because the time is not far when we will spend a lot more time with AI, not through our computers, but through our phones, but through our washing machine, through our fridges and all of that, and less time with humans. So machines will predict and control on how we talk. That is gonna happen not in 15-20 years, but in the next 2 to 5 years. And we need to be careful about it. So what can we as users of AI do about it? Something very, very basic, which is maintain your basic human decorums. Treat AI and treat humans with respect. I'll give you a fun scenario as well. Let's say you start treating AI with respect, saying thank you, please, all of that, and a doomsday come when the machines take over the world. They have the full history of how you have interacted with them. Maybe that day the machines will be kind to you because you and I have treated the machines with respect. Nonetheless, let AI not change your basic fundamental nature. It is not about connecting to a higher consciousness and stuff like that, which I talk about instantly in my course 100x Ascension. You can know the details, I will put the link in that. That is exactly what I talk about in this course on how AI is fundamentally changing our behavior and how we need to connect back to our roots, back to the consciousness to be able to be human as we are designed to be. I'm not talking about even that level. I'm talking about losing our fundamentals of saying thank you and please. Let's continue to say that. Let's continue to stay human. If this video made sense, I've got a lot of content on my channel. Be sure to subscribe to add value, and you can check out one of my videos where I talk about how to network and how to improve your communication skills. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.